What's up? It's DJ Crazy World of the Boulevard Hip Hop Radio Show. Um, anyway, I just wanted to talk about the University of Missouri president, Jim Wolf, him resigning because of his inaction to do anything about rampant racism that's been going on the University of Missouri campus, like a bunch of racist white people out there putting swastika signs with feces on walls and campuses or in hallways and dorms and shit, and all types of slurs and all types of obsessive fucking racist issues going on over there. And then you have some type of a president who's not doing nothing about it to help the situation. So then you have my personal hero right now, which is Jonathan Butler, who was a graduate of the school, who sat in a hunger strike, which prompted other people to take notice and join in and look into the situation and feel like they want to do something about it. And then the whole football team, which brings in about $1 million or millions of dollars to that campus, went on a strike saying, I want that dude Jim, the president of Missouri, to resign. And his back was against the wall and he resigned. And that's what's going on, man. And I love that. I love the unity and everybody getting together, using their power to do something about it. Yeah, that's not your school. Yeah, the owner's probably white, but you know what? You bring in all the money to that goddamn school. You're the reason why that school is what it is, because of that damn football team, which is mostly black. And for them to have to go through any type of racist by some fucking privileged fuckboy white people and shit like that, that's unacceptable. So you gotta flex your power to show people what's really going on. My thing about it is that even though I'm happy that things is moving and motherfuckers is feeling the heat and resigning and shit, just the simple fact that it's showing that it's zero tolerance for that type of shit, and heads will roll if that type of behavior continues, period. You know what I'm saying? Something has to give. So that alone is a good look. I just kind of feel funny about the motherfuckers that actually perpetuated these racist acts are still actually on the campus. So that's the fucked up note. And what I think about it is just that those kids that did all that racist shit feel like they can get away with it because their parents are in high positions that got them in that school because of a white supremacist system and shit. You know what I'm saying? That keeps these motherfucking things in motion by having your entitled white kids feeling so entitled because their parents are in position of power where they give or donate money to the school that they can do all this shit and not ever get penalized. So that's why all these black students are looking and coming together and fucking causing mayhem by saying this is unfair. Why are you not punishing these kids? And I think it's just because these kids have parents that are in high places, and that guy Jim Wolf or whatever his name is, the ex-president that quit or resigned, I think he was just out, you know what I'm saying? He was just like the patsy, man. He was just the fall guy, just because his hands was tied. He couldn't do anything about it because he was probably told not to by the owner and shit. And and that's what happened with him. So I just feel like you just definitely need to get rid of those fuck boys that's out there doing all that racist shit, that's all cowards and shit that needs to hide. Put them in the front line, put a camera on them so the world can really see who these people are. And I really think that's how you really affect more change. But I like the way things are going. But when you talk to somebody like Stephen A. Smith, obviously he's not happy about this shit because he needs to find any way to put the picture back on black people to make them look bad, because that's what he gets paid to do, is make black people look bad at this point. I mean, I feel like he's a fucking agent of the CIA or something. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact, as a black man, like, I don't know if anybody's seen First Take, like, as a black man, when you first hear about, black people uniting and standing up for injustice, why is the first thing that comes to your mouth is you're upset. And the man says he's upset and he didn't even want to talk about the topic because of reality shows depicting black people in certain ways and shit. Like, the man is out of his fucking mind. Like, you want to sit there and make black people look like they damn near had the shit coming by saying, oh, I don't want you to think that you could just call racism and everything will be fixed and shit like that, because a lot of times you bring it on yourselves and we need to look at ourselves and shit like that. First of all, nothing even happened to warrant him even saying we need to pay attention to look at ourselves. Like, you're finding something out the fucking clear blue sky to be upset about just to fucking appease your white masters and shit because they're feeling uncomfortable showing images of black people coming together fighting the fucking power at be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucking piece of shit is one of those, like, you know, back in the day, slave people that was hauling and make sure the slaves in the fields stayed in their place and made sure the boss was fucking comfortable and shit. Anytime something rattles the system and shows that something could be done, he feels uncomfortable because he capitalizes off this fucked up situation that we is in now. Because he's a white man's pet. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to talk down on black people at every chance because he gets his money from white people. That's really what's going on here. So when he sits there and says black people shouldn't be happy or be too happy about it, when they asked him about the situation, he basically said, I like what Jonathan Butler did, you know, in starting this whole thing with his hunger strike. I think that he's courageous or a hero or whatever you want to call him. The students were right. That Tim Wolf, or the ex-president, was completely wrong in his criminal behavior for him to not be sensitive to racial issues that's going on in that campus. Everything is perfect. They did everything right. I have nothing bad to say, and everybody that agrees with it, I agree with you. But we need to look at ourselves, and when we look at TV and see reality shows and see females acting a fool, like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, and why are you even bringing that shit up now? That's the whole point. You feel me? That's why I can't stand this dude, because he finds every opportunity to be a fucking super Uncle Tom and it's starting to become really annoying. Like, I don't understand it. You feel me? To the point where even after he went on his whole rant about how fucked up black people are and how we need to look at ourselves, and damn near saying that white people have a right to fucking put shit on walls with swastika signs and shit because we have it coming somehow. Like, I don't understand what the fuck his point is, to the point where everybody in the panel was damn near confused. Skip was just like, what exactly are you trying to say? What do you mean? Like, that's how ridiculous it is. Like, you're sitting here undermining what these kids have done to fucking create a huge power shift in college campuses and university, and a shining example of what the fuck to do to make change. And when you want to talk down on it, your only examples of shit that doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? That means that you're reaching. That means that you don't even believe half of the shit that you're saying anymore. That means you're saying it for some other reason, for some other purpose. Probably you're echoing the fears of your master or some shit like that. That's really what's going on with this guy. And it's fucking pathetic. I just don't understand it, man. This man is talking about reality TV like black people even owns the fucking networks that projects those images in the fucking first place. And on top of that, whose fucking race doesn't have any type of dirty laundry in it? Just because it's getting exploited in this fucking country doesn't mean that black people are behind it. So for him to fucking look at reality TV and point as that as his main example of why black people, like, damn near shouldn't even have fucking had this man fired. And that's really what this is all about. He feels like, oh, you should just deal with racism. You shouldn't have that fine man fired. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a good job. That's basically what he felt in his heart. Or this man is racist. Or this man is just doing the bidding of his fucking owners over there at ESPN. All I know is just sad. And it's really sad that someone like him gets to be on TV. But that's how black people gets to stay on TV. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get it twisted. So, last but not least, I just wanted to add, you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad that more people are standing up for themselves, especially at these black colleges or at these colleges and schools, by showing, like, because of social media. I think that, dumb shit is not going to fly, and things is going to have to move in a certain direction to make things on a more fair level. Because fucking bullshit is bullshit. And as far as Stephen A. Smith, I'm not saying that the black community is perfect or any other community that matter. All I'm trying to say is that look at the context of everything that's going on. Don't just look at shit for face value. Like, if you look at the Indians or in a certain Indian, not resorts, but Indian grounds where they live and shit like that. Sometimes there's like a lot of drunk Indians, or it looks kind of fucked up and shit like that. Well, this land was taken from them. And as far as black people, they were slaves. They were fucking forced over here. You know what I'm saying? And forced to do fucking work and built this fucking country and shit like that by getting raped with no pay and nothing like that. And now, you know what I'm saying, they're forced to fend by themselves in a country that's constantly trying to fuck them over and being told. And then when you look at shit for face value, you look at, maybe fucked up neighborhoods and shit like that, and say, oh, and you might see some ratchetness, and just to blame it on fucking black people, like all of a sudden you can't look at context at all or how this shit fucking first started, or the fucking fucked up laws that were in place that are still kind of in place, and the fucked up infrastructure and systems that's in place just to keep black people in certain fucked up situations for profit reasons, and all types of other devious things that's going on in the backgrounds of this country. Privatized prisons where it's damn near a business to keep prisons full of course, black people mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things are going on. So you have rich people that owns these jails that literally have incentive to keep certain laws in place that'll keep fucking over black people. Like, things like this is actually happening. So to ignore all that and just look at things for face value and call yourself some type of intelligent person, it's like a fucking it's like really wrong. I don't even know. I was looking for another word. I can't even look for it. It's just stupid as hell, and I just feel like he should definitely be beat down at any time a group of black people see him, because he's definitely a traitor, and it's just sickening to see. Anyway, that's all I got to say, man. The Boulevard Radio Show in full effect, man. Stay tuned. Peace.